Testing, testing. Right, this is the first time I've actually done this before, so if this works, great. I really haven't got a clue how this is going to work, but I'm using the new A10 Mini Pro. I've just got a new Sony camera and all sorts of other kit to try and start doing more live streams. So yeah, I'm just going to see how this goes. I don't know if anyone's using chat. Really feel free to disconnect at any time if it starts boring you, because I really haven't got a clue what I'm going to do in this video just yet. It's really just to test out the cameras, the microphone, so I can flick from this camera over to this one, which is more the kind of soldering station view. This one, that's a phone I've got connected via a HDMI lead. We've got this one, which is the Microscope view. So we've just got a board under there at the moment, just to test, just so I can see. And then we've got the hands-on view. So there we go. I can kind of see, it's a little bit weird really. I'm seeing what's on the video, on the live feed, about 5 seconds after I've switched on the media switcher, which is a bit weird. But I am just going to try and figure out, the one I've got really is, I've got an iPhone X, which is just on Apple logo boot looping. There we go. So that's what it was doing a minute ago. So it was sent in for diagnosis and repair. I really haven't got a clue what the problem is with it. A short boot loop like that, where it just shows Apple logo and off, is generally battery related, so it might just need a new battery in it. Hope it doesn't, because that's not really going to make for a good YouTube video, just replacing a battery. But, you know, so yeah, I can go through a little bit of testing just to make sure this these systems work. I'm hopefully going to be doing a lot more live streams in future. Now I've got all of this kit, I've probably spent the best part of a lot of money. Not going to say how much, but yeah, it's enough getting this up and running. So, right, I'm just going to unplug the existing battery, bend that lead over. I've got another iPhone X battery here just to test in it, see what happens. I can stick it on the bench power supply if necessary, but this is just a quick first go to see what happens. It's just clipping in a battery. I'm just clipping a battery. Sometimes our test batteries are dead, which isn't great. Let's just stick a bit of power in and see if we get battery charge symbol. I'll take that off. Ah, there we go. See what it does now. No, so it's still Apple logo off on that one. There we go, Apple logo and off. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that their battery's okay. I'm just going to unplug the front camera flex and see if it still does the same. Yeah, still does the same. Yep, still Apple logo off. Did I plug that battery in okay? Yep, that's all okay. That's taken a bit of a knock on the back, as you can see. So, but that's on the opposite side to where the board is, so it doesn't usually affect it that badly. I'm going to unplug the rest of the stuff from the board that's not necessary, and hopefully we'll eliminate it being non-ancillary component related. It can even be things like the screen with stuff like this. I've not heard it very often, but no, so it's still Apple logo off. Right. I'm just going to stick it into DFU box. Let's boot up 3U Tools. Oh, notice chat's down here in the bottom right hand corner. It says there's one person connected, but I don't know if that's somebody connected or if that's just me connected. That could just be me connected via the live stream testing it. I'm just going to try and get this connected to the computer. No. What I'm going to have a look now is just to see if there's any damage down the side. Down the side here, sometimes there's a component that's been chipped off down the side. So let's just go to Microscope view. I'm going to have to figure out which ones these are, aren't I? So let's just have a little look down the side here. Just see if we've got any damage down the corner. Okay, we do have a little bit of damage there. I don't know whether you can see it on there, which is a small capacitor. It gets hit by this shield here. It gets hit by the when you tilt the screen sideways. It can get dislodged. So I'm just going to make sure that's not failed short, because if that's failed short, that could also cause either no power or strange symptoms like this. So let's have a little look. No, it's not looking too bad actually. I'll just test it with the multimeter and see what results we're getting. Switch it into continuity mode. One on ground. Test the other side. No, that's testing out okay, that. I doubt it's going to be a board short, because we are getting Apple logo boot loop. Showing some funny readings. There is actually showing a full short. And that's really unusual, because you don't often get an Apple logo boot loop when it's a full short. It's normally just no power entirely. So let's just have a little look, see if what's been dislodged around here. You can see that capacitor. That capacitor's had a slight nudge. That one there. You can see that on the video. Let's just check that's not failed short. Shouldn't have, but let's just remove that from the board and see what happens. Looks like it has been dislodged, so that just came off no problem at all, that did. Can I show you where it was? Okay, you should be able to see it. It was just down here. So we're just underneath that black foam under there. So I will keep hold of that for the time being and see if that capacitor is shorted. Yeah, that capacitor is actually failed short. So that is a shorted capacitor. It was perhaps just touching every now and again. That seems to have got rid of that short now. So, should we try again and just see what happens now? So this could be quite a straightforward one. It often happens when people are... Let's just switch back to this one. No, not that one. I'm really going to have to get used to these cameras, aren't I? There we go. Switch back to that one. Let's just try that again. I'll plug everything back in again. Plug the screen back in. I always like to plug in the top one first for the Face ID. I wouldn't normally do this reassembly. I'd normally just plug in the LCD connector and see what happens. But to me, it actually seems like perhaps that was the culprit. Should we try that now? It might not have been. I could be completely wrong. I was certainly getting Apple logo for a lot longer. And I think this is looking like it's fixed. There we go, booted, no problem at all. So yeah, that's another phone fixed. That was a really simple repair. Yeah, I'm really surprised with that. That's made my morning, that has, because I was expecting that to be a board out job, split the boards, pretty much everything. Really do need to learn, because that could have been personal information on that phone. Luckily it's not. So yeah, but yeah, that I would have had to delete this video if it was personal information, and that's not good because it's a live stream, so anyone could be watching. There you go. Anyway, so that's me for the morning. I'm going to do far more of these. I'm going to try and do a live stream every single day, but this one is iPhone X boot loop, very short Apple logo. And the component that was faulty, let me just pull it up on ZXW Tools. Let's go over to here. Phone series, iPhone X. We need to go iPhone X. It doesn't matter, Qualcomm or Intel, they're both the same. So if I go on to there. Oh, wait for it. Qualcomm AB, that'll do. I'm not after a great deal of info. So there we are. So we're going to go straight to the battery connector down here. Straight to the battery connector, and it was this capacitor down here. So it was that one. Which is C3351 is the one. I've had that quite a few times before, which is why I always check by the NAND. So I'll always have a little look over by the NAND to see if that one's been damaged. That one is this one here, so that one is quite frequently damaged. You'll find that that's got a short circuit, but you generally don't get power. This one here, you'll frequently find when someone's been prying the battery connector up, that can cause an issue. But I've never actually seen, I don't think, an Apple logo boot loop with that being shorted. Generally, you just get no power. So, yeah, very interesting. So, thanks very much for joining us, and I'm looking, like I say, to do this every single day of the week, Monday to Friday, obviously. It's going to be early in the morning because this is when the shop's shut, and I get to do quite a few little bits in the morning. So if we switch back to Which camera are we going to go on now? Go over to that one. Go over to this view here. So yeah, that's the phone, all still booted up. One successful repair. Thanks very much for joining us. Hopefully, I've got 2 concurrent viewers at the moment, so I had some people watching it, which is unexpected for the first video ever. So feel free to join us each morning. Thanks very much, and if I can figure out how to stop this from streaming, A10 Mini Pro, if I just go fade to black, I think it is, and goodbye.